how's everybody doing today? Jenny from Divine Guidance coming you guys today to a very scenic area. It's a park right by, where I live. And isn't it beautiful? Look around us and be so thankful for the day. It's October and things are changing now. I feel like we're all starting to come into those new seasons. So welcome everybody. I'm so glad that you guys are here. I hope that some parts of this message resonate with you. And I'm hoping that everybody can take something away from a little piece of something away from this message today. All right, guys, so here we go. Going to be pulling from 3 different types of cards. These I made up today. Just write out little messages. And then also from the Christ Consciousness card, see what's coming in with that. And also these cards of light, kind of telling us with that accountability, the things that we're going through right now, and all those things that God is bringing in for us right now, and just kind of wanted to talk about that. So guys, talking about us all really coming into being accountable for ourselves. I think this is the season when we stand up for who we are, right? And we say, this is me. I'm not going to be put in that box anymore. I'm coming out and I'm being me. I'm claiming myself to be different, to be weird, to have these different things that I feel like that I just want to bring out into the world. So right now we're being called for action. So we're being called to have that accountability for who we are, what we stand for, our own actions. And then, like I just said about the actions, bringing out those actions to go out into the world and to do those things. All right, guys, so let's get started. Let's do our Christ Consciousness cards first and see what's really coming in with this and with our accountability, and see how it's really affecting us right now in this new season. I feel like there for a while, guys, we may have been a little stuck. Maybe things were repeating. Okay, there's the first one. Yes, love thy neighbor, being of service, right? That's the first one. And let's pull one more. Let's see how they both, I feel like 2 of these cards are going to go together. So right now we're being called by being of service, and then also discernment, truth and clarity. That goes perfect with this, doesn't it? So I think what's coming in when it says love thy neighbor, right? That we're being of service to our neighbor by being accountable for our actions. If we maybe by mistake, maybe we were pulling out of our driveway and went into our neighbor's grass, and how sometimes it's wet and our wheels went into it. We're showing accountability for that. We're loving our neighbor by being accountable for that action. Maybe in the past, sometimes they'd be like, oh man, because if I did it, I'm just going to, it's going to fill itself in. I'm just going to go over there and push the dirt in, and I'm going to just go ahead and go. But now we're really being accountable for that. And we're showing love for the people around us when we do that. And saying, I'm sorry, I see what I did. And really claiming it. But then not letting it hold inside of us. Then being able to let it go. Because I feel like in the past, like I said, we got stuck, guys. We just kind of felt like we had to hold it in with us. And we kept on reliving it over and over and over again. Well, that season is gone. It's time for us to move on. Let those things go. Be accountable for what they are. And then move forward in our lives. All right. And the next one is discernment. Truth and clarity, right? Discerning really what things we are accountable for, guys. Tell me if you can relate to this. I feel like at times people kind of tell us, not maybe even realize that they're doing it or not, and sometimes they do, telling us what we're good at, what we're not good at. We're having that discernment to say that, kind of feeling into what we're good at, not letting the people show us how we need to be accountable. Does that make sense? In other words, let's say that we went out and we bought this really outfit that we just loved. And they said, I can't believe, don't ever wear that. I don't like it on you, but you like it on yourself. You're being accountable for buying that outfit, for saying how it looks on you, and not being accountable for what the other person thinks. I think a lot of times we take on that accountability. Does that make sense? Of what someone else is feeling, someone else is thinking. And then we make it our own, or we end up changing the way that we view things because of what they've told us. So I think now we're realizing we're really accountable for ourselves, right? And we have to be accountable to say what we like, what we don't like, what we like to do, what we don't like to do, and not let other people tell us things that they're just making those viewpoints points and taking it on that way. All right, so I'm really feeling that, feeling there's really a discernment in that, helping your neighbor by being, by being that authentic person, by really being accountable for what you are doing. When it is something that you made a mistake, you're being accountable for it. But when you're not, it's really not something that you feel like you need to be accountable for anymore. Like someone will maybe say, boy, I really can't believe you wrote that. I don't like it. And you become accountable for saying that, you're right. I really don't like you. I'm going to change it. Instead, now you're not letting that affect you. You're being accountable and you're saying, I really like that. And I wrote it and I'm proud of it. So it makes you happier. You feel like you're more yourself. You're more authentically you. All right. Let's see what else we have with the cards today. Let's see what else is going to come out. Let's go ahead and pull. Oh, look, a bunch came out. They always do that. Yeah, I was going to say, let's pull 3 more, and 3 came out. All right, the next one is the garden. Receive and heal. All right, that's the first one. The next one says freedom. Just be you, right, guys? We talked about being your authentic self. And then the last one says stand up, steadfast vision, right? That vision you're getting now. This is me. This is who I want to be. I'm also getting those messages coming in that you are becoming more clairvoyant right now. You're really getting those messages. You're really kind of seeing what they are all about, right? And by doing that, you're staying steadfast in your visions that you're feeling right now. And just by being accountable for where you are right now and the things that you're feeling and things that you're doing, right? And there's a freedom. Just be you, right? Just be that authentic self. Just be you. You're realizing that's all you were ever meant to be. And in doing that, I know I keep on bringing up that accountability, but there's so much. This is our new season of being accountable, taking those actions, seeing it really for just being you, your authentic self, and the freedom in doing that. And it feels so good. And one of my cars just flew. Did you see that? It's kind of a little bit windy out here. The next one is the garden, receive and heal. You're learning what to receive right now. In other words, if someone tells you, maybe some company say, I really don't like that outfit like we talked about, you're receiving the message, you're learning that you don't have to take it all in and become accountable for how the person feels. You're able to heal that. That's why I said it's such an amazing season. You're healing that, you're receiving it, but you're not letting it dictate how you need to be accountable for yourself, right? You're saying, I like it, I'm gonna wear it, and that's how I feel. I'm accountable for it. All right, so I think that God is actually really bringing us through this right now. I feel like it's our season to really see this. And don't feel bad in the past, because maybe this is something that just keeps on repeating and repeating and repeating. People kind of telling you what to do, and you make it your own, and you become accountable for what other people think about you, instead of really being accountable and really claiming it and really being your authentic self. And maybe before you didn't even realize it, you were just kind of going with it and you were just kind of absorbing all that information. But now that you know there's accountability, and now knowing what it is and seeing for what it is, and also making that change. And we are accountable for those things right now. All right, guys, so let's see about the cards of light, what's coming in for us with these cards today. All right, let's see what's going to come out. Oh, a bunch tried to come out. Oh my goodness, yeah, a few. Okay, 3 came out. So it says, the waters of the planet, bless the rain, rivers, and oceans, right? It's going to flow out. You're going to be called to do something to help the world. It's going to flow out into all those areas, because you're thinking about it starts as the rain. Then it goes to the rivers. Then it goes out into the oceans. It's going to be very, very vast. So those little drops that you're doing now, those little parts of being authentic, are going to go out into those big waters. It's just going to grow and grow and grow as you teach others. As you just being your authentic self is amazing, guys. Congratulations on that. I feel like this is a big step for you guys, and you guys are doing it. Okay, the next one is family relationships. Right, attune heart to heart, right? It's going to help your family relationships too. Being authentic, right? Being authentic with your family. Sometimes telling them how you really feel. And sometimes your family tends to, I don't know, there's the ones that kind of be the most honest with you, right? And sometimes it doesn't always come across, or they think they know what's best for you. Right now, you're staying in your power and you're saying, I got this. I know what's best for me. I'm willing to see it through. I'm willing to have accountability for me starting this business, for me to keep going this business. I know it's not making that much now, but I'm going to take that accountability. I may only be at a 2 right now, but I hope to get to that 10, but I'm going to celebrate that 2. And knowing that I will get there, and you keep on going. So you're not taking on their energy. You know what I mean? If they tell you, I don't think that's going to work, or you need to stop that, or I don't really like what you're doing, you're saying you're accountable for how you feel. But let me be accountable for how I'm doing it, for how I see the vision, because we have to be accountable for ourselves and no one else, right? Okay. All right, the next one is travel. Yay! Ways to explore the world, right? You're traveling out into the world. Even traveling to this park today is a beautiful, beautiful experience for me. It's such a beautiful day. Seeing nature, traveling out to it. You don't have to go very far. I think before, maybe when you think of the word travel too, maybe you thought you had to travel, you know what I mean, as far as travel so far outside of yourself to find yourself, to find your authentic self. Oh, I need to be this way, I need to be that way, without really considering how how you feel, how you want to proceed with things. But you're taking that accountability, and it's amazing, guys. It's a new season. Congratulations. You are on your way. And doing that, guys, I feel like I'm going to pull some of these cards, and let's see what's coming in with these too, right? Okay, here's some more right here. They were hiding. All right, let's see what these have to say too. All right. Oh, 3. Oh, I feel like 3. Oh, these are 4. I feel like 3 and 4 are numbers we should really think about right now. Maybe something happening in about 4 days, maybe in about 3 days. I think that's going to be something that we need to really be aware of. Maybe you're asking for something and say, can I get a message in like 3 days? Or can I ask you, God, I want to ask you something. And can you please give me a sign in 3 or 4 days? And he always does. He always answers. Like I always said, maybe not the way that we thought he was going to, but he always does. All right. Judged. Right now, maybe you think that if you're really being accountable for yourself and saying, this is me, I'm sorry I did that, or you're saying, this is the way I'm going to do it, that you'll be judged. Guys, don't worry about that. If it's in your heart and you feel it, it's been designed for you. Don't let anything stop you right now. This is your time for action. This is your time for that new season. I'm really feeling that, right? Creativity, creative. This is your time to be creative. Go out there, keep going, keep doing that thing that your heart tells you to do, also seeing, that I'm good at this, right? Claiming that, being accountable for that, and doing it, and seeing that whole world, that little raindrop that starts out so small, turn into that river, and then going into that ocean to make, so much of being authentic and happy at this time. Really going into that ocean, spraying that love, spraying that joy, spraying that peace, and being so happy doing it, and also being authentic, right? You see, this is me, and I'm not scared to be myself anymore. This is who I am, guys. So before we end the message today, I think that a lot of us also feel a little fearful, oh, I haven't done something in such a long time, but I'm being called to do it. Or I'm really trying this, but everybody else is telling me that it's not working out, but I know I can do it. So a little bit of fear sets in, and maybe we think we can't do it. But remember that if it makes sense, guys, the things that we fear the most are going to change the world, right? Those are things that we're overcoming. God is bringing that into our lives right now, and we're able to overcome, right? Because we're doing it, like I said, like I always feel like, guys, we need to do this through God, right? Make sure that we're not looking at the outside world, and just make sure that we are staying focused, really focused on being accountable for ourselves and also being authentic. So I want to ask you guys today, what is the thing that you fear the most about what you're doing? Maybe it's that you won't make money, you'll never succeed. People will just talk about you and not understand you. Think about that fear and how it's guiding you right now. And once you see what it is, figure out how to transform that. bring that out into the world. Maybe tell about why you feel fearful. I can't even say it. Why you feel a little fearful right now. And bring that out into the world. And remember, like I said, God brings that to us. The things that we fear the most are the things that we need to go out there and do. It's going to change the world just by us overcoming that. Okay, guys, that's the message for today. Hope everybody has an amazing day. And until next time, bye, everybody. And everybody, keep going. You got this. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.